I literally just got back like 5 seconds ago. I should wash my hands. My hands are kind of dirty. I don't even have everything completely set up. I don't have my recipes right now. All I know is it is pretty simple. Hold on, let me do like an introduction, I guess. People be tripping that my introductions be boo boo. Ole, 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 bowlen. All right, let me wipe some sweat off myself first. Oh, it's hot. Oh, I forgot chat. I'm like, bro, I don't see a gosh darn thing here. Let's get chat up. And one of those. There we go. Solid. Thank you, Hero, for being the illest and the chillest. Woo! Woo! Sweating balls out here. Let's wash my hands before I forget. Before I start touching up all our own food, spreading all the diseases. Okay. Welcome in. Happy Monday. It's Monday. It's a new week. Woo! New food, new week. Today we're making Netherlands food. So, people from the Deutschlands. Today I promise, I think, sorta. Okay, no promises. But I plan on keeping it very short, maybe, because it doesn't seem like these things take too long to make. Oh, I gotta do the little follow thing. But we're making the national dish of the Netherlands, Stamppot. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's how you say it, though. It's like mashed potatoes with kale in it with sausage on top. I couldn't find like the most authentic sausage. Couldn't find no Dutch sausage, but they said Polish kielbasa is good enough. And that's kind of what I got. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but the recipe I looked at said it was all right. And it doesn't seem that difficult. Plus, I found some massive 16-inch potatoes, you know? Then, I'm going to make some dessert to go with it. Going to make some donuts or some oliebollens. They look pretty cool. They just look like donut holes, not even, like donut logs with brown sugar on top. Stuffed with maybe some raisins. Do I have some leftover raisins? If I don't have raisins, oh, I do. I have raisins and cranberries. I know cranberries aren't really what they use, but I have some, so I might as well. But that's what we're making today. And I'm thirsty. Very thirsty. I literally just put this bag down a second ago. Ginger ale for some highballs. I still have a little bit of whiskey left. Not much, but I have some left. But I got to get hydrated. 16 inches for sure. 100%. Yeah, I got some left. Been drinking it throughout the week. I've been feeling like boo-boo after drinking this, but it doesn't taste too bad, and it's been okay. So, oh, this is the bullet. If you didn't know what bullet was, Hero, this is bullet. I'm sure you've had it somewhere, but it's like not like cheap whiskey. It's like mid-tier whiskey, but it tastes better than like Jack Daniels or whatnot. Pretty good, I would say. Favorite ginseng. They took the 99 cents off. It used to always be 99 cents. It's $1.60 now. They're tripping. The CEO always was like, nah, we'll never raise the prices on it. But they lied. It's 99 cents. It's not 99 cents no more. It's way too expensive now. Well, not really. It's still only $1.69 for that much water. I like it. It's so much sugar, though. But I used to drink one a week, one a day sometimes. too expensive for your blood. You're not wrong. I wasted a lot of money on it growing up, I guess, in high school. Actually, Sobe was my favorite drink in high school. I don't know if you guys remember Sobe. The bottle, the glass bottle with the lizard. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people who still remember those days, think fondly of them. But those were my favorite. And then they discontinued them. So I had to find an alternative. It had like warnings and stuff like that. It's the tariffs. It's not really the tariffs, but you know, it's just inflation in general. It's been probably freaking 20 plus years, I think. Since they mentioned their price is going to stay like that. So it's understandable. It's still reasonable. Each one of those freaking what do you call them? Each one of those ginger ales was like $2. Like what? And that was because it was on sale. Bro, the price of things are getting absurd. I guess inflation is nuts. Like back in the day, back in our day, you know, it was never that bad until now. But when OGs were always talking back in the days about how things they can buy for like 50 cents, that made sense because it was like over a 50-year span, right? For us, we're seeing it in rapid pace. We're seeing it in a matter of like 10 years, which is crazy. We will not be able to survive at this rate. Time to move to Thailand. What's going on, Oblivion? You're broke? Bro, so am I. I'm extremely broke. And gonna be even more broke next week. And the week after. And the week after that. Every day I'm gonna get more broke. However, I'm working on new skills, baby. I'm gonna leverage my programming skills to become a Minecraft modder. I feel like those guys make a lot of money. Not a lot, but you know, if you make a good enough mod, I'm sure you get people who like contribute to pay a little bit here and there. That's at least what I'm hoping. Not really. I don't expect to really make money off of modding Minecraft. I'm just trying to have fun with it right now and learn a little bit, especially on little things that I don't like about the game. Sniff it out a little bit. Glad you guys are having fun with the server though. But like I said, don't get too attached, because I will smite you guys. And then you guys have to start from scratch again. But don't worry, it's not happening this week, at least. Might happen next week or the week after. Because I don't have access to do that from Wisconsin when I'm going to be gone. I'm not looking forward to going out there. Apparently my mom just had surgery. She's had a colonoscopy. I know those aren't fun at all. Like, you're not supposed to eat for a long time. All you got to do is drink water. Ew. I know nothing about the procedure. I just know something about colons is up your butt. I should be more knowledgeable about those things because I'm sure I got to get one of those one of these days. I'm getting older. As time goes on, things like that become more necessary. I hope I don't have to do it anytime soon, though. This one, the Netherlands food, is actually very, very similar to, not very, very similar, but somewhat similar to Oblivion's shepherd's pie. Big difference is it uses sausages and there's greens in it. Which I know Oblivion is not a huge fan of greens. It uses kale of all things. Like, I understand kale is a super vegetable, whatever you want to call it. But I don't like kale. I swear, kale used to be like the #1 food everyone tried to stuff into anything. All the health conscious people, you just wanted kale on everything. And that was like the big food craze. I think that's changed now. It's definitely more like, right now I think the fad is matcha. I actually, like, my alarm was going off last week. And it was, I don't know what it was. It was just going off for no reason. It was during work time. So I was like, you know what? And it's not like your small alarm where it's like beep, 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 beep. It's a blaring beep, like a foghorn going off or something. So, like, I can't stay in my room because if I did, like, I would go crazy. It was way too loud to sit there and work. And, like, it's not like it was anything because they also didn't even give a, like, email warning or anything saying, hey, we're testing alarms or anything like that. Plus, it was, like, in the middle of the day, like, actual middle of the day, like 10 in the morning and whatnot. And they just opened up a French bakery downstairs. So I ended up just going there, and I saw that they had matcha. You know, being a, you know, food connoisseur that I am, I was like, you know what? I might as well try some matcha, because I'm not one of those people who drink matcha whatsoever. Not even in the performative type. To go to like a coffee shop or a tea shop to get some matcha or anything like that. I don't even do that. So I went down there and I got a cup. Ain't for me. It maybe it's one of those things where, like, it depends on where you get it. It could be better, but on first taste, I'm like, nah. Ain't for me. Matcha ain't for me. Even like the matcha flavored stuff, I don't even mess with. It just tastes like chalkiness. The flavor doesn't match the color, nothing. I hate it. Well, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. Maybe if somebody knows a good matcha spot, I'll try it. But in this case, I have not had a good matcha, and I don't know why people go crazy for it. At least for now. Maybe I'll try it out like in Japan or something where it's from. And it's like actually tastes good. I'm sure that the ones here in the US, they just like overfill it with sugar and whatnot because that's America. But I don't understand the fad. It really ain't for me. I'll stick to my jasmine green tea. It has like very similar health benefits, and it doesn't have that nasty chalky texture to it. Let me find a pot. Harry Potter. Where's mozzarella at, man? It's freaking his home people's. Yeah. Whew. But then I think I'm almost done packing. I've done that whole room. I've done that closet, which was a mess. All I think I have left is this kitchen area, which now that I think about it isn't that much because a lot of these cabinets are empty. It's like the pots that are maybe taking up a lot of space. But once I get that out of the way, all that's left is my bedroom. I guess the hardest part is probably going to be taking down my standing table that I have over there and getting it so that I can get it out the door. Because just the tabletop itself is somewhat heavy. It's not like egregiously heavy, but it's decent size. It's pretty deep tabletop. So I got to do that. And then my bed. That's really it. I'm glad that I've been like slowly breaking things down one by one. And then I have to go buy a money order for a freaking first month's rent. I think they gave me a discount though. They said that there was a deal going on, but I didn't know that it was going to apply to my down payment. I was expecting it to be like spread out or something, but I don't mind it. I'll take a discount, especially on rent. Rent is typically like 60% of most people's freaking income. That's why I need to get a roommate like Oblivion. I need Oblivion to sleep on the floor. And then, you know, help pay for rent too. Have him run my server. That'd be his job. I'll pay him in rent. I think this is a good deal. I may have gotten 2 big potatoes. I got 2 of them, but also there's a lot. Maybe I could have just used 1. It's okay. I like potatoes. Bang. Yeah, you can pay me by taking care of my server. That's what it would be. You take care of my server. I am coming up with some cooler ideas with the server though. But I'm taking things one by one. I don't want to overwhelm myself with some of the things. Like Sleepy just bombarded me with a bunch of stuff. But I think I got them fixed. I feel like it's a reasonable way to do it too. I also learned a crap ton about how Minecraft works in general. 10 gold, 100 gold for... Does that not make sense? Is that not reasonable? You're telling me that's not reasonable. If you can get 10 gold for a legendary, you can spend 100 more gold to make it a perfect legendary, and then you get lucky enough, you can use it to get a shiny perfect legendary. It's called progression. How much you want it to be? 10 silver? No. It's like, you would, okay, what's faster? What do you think is faster? Also RNG wise. What is faster? Breeding or getting 10 gold? Okay? What is faster? It should be about the same amount, but you get to play the game while you're doing it versus just sitting there breeding the whole time. You know what I mean? You have to weigh it out like that. Like everything has a monetary value. I should lower that price for the ash cap though. The ash cap might be a little high, mostly because like I realized that for Pikachu it doesn't do anything, but for Greninja you get Battle Bond Greninja. And Battle Bond Greninja is kind of OP. But I don't think it's 100 gold worth OP. I'll definitely lower it a little bit. Maybe to like 20 gold. Also, these are all subject to change. Like, it's a work in progress. We're trying to see how much economy that we have in the system. And then, like, try to figure out a good medium. See what inflation's like. It's like in the real life, you know what I mean? I'm the chief economist right now, okay? And I think that works, okay? I think that works. I'll have to look through other stuff, but you guys are getting a good amount of money, okay? You were just saying you had like 4 gold in the first day, okay? If you can take 4 gold in the first day, that's like 20 days, you can buy a whole cat. A perfect Pokemon, basically. Breeding is available. It's in the game. Like, they use copper breeding. I'll buy it. Just saying. Yeah, I know. You're right. Right now it's in a test phase, so I will lower the price. I just did that. So the way that I fixed it, right, is instead of doing this manually every time, like, I reset the server, because it's not updated, it's auto-gen into the world in their file. Like, I was telling you about MBT files, right? You didn't know what an MBT file is for Minecraft. But it's essentially a file that holds the structure, like a pre-made structure. And that's how they make like a bunch of mods that allow you to have different kinds of structures and build different ways and things like that. It's basically that, the pre-built for it. But it's like the building itself instead of being in the world and whatnot. And it's saved. And they had it saved in the files in the add-ons. So I was editing that. So I was like studying up on a crap ton of stuff. Like I was going through and trying to learn how to edit NBT files, and then that didn't work for some reason. Like using an NBT editor, it was not working at all. So I was getting really, really frustrated yesterday, but I started messing around with it a little bit more, and at least it allowed me to read the files so I can see the different values of it. So that was good enough for me to be like, hey, maybe there are other tools that I can use to actually edit it. Maybe there are in-game tools to make it a little bit easier. Because using I don't know if you've ever used the structure block in Minecraft, but that's how you use MBT files. You use the structure block, and it will spawn the giant structure that you have saved in that file, and it'll break everything around it too. That's why there's like a half busted building on the side of the academy. I'll clean that up later though. But then I started going to my own world, so I didn't break more things. But the biggest thing that I learned from that is you can actually access and edit the blocks directly inside of the game with some commands. And like, it's not like your average commands where you're like editing, like you would edit a Pokemon like that, except they're way more generic and way more powerful and granular, where you can set different values of like the entity that it actually is, like programming stuff almost. Not quite programming, but kind of close. And that's what I learned to do, and I did that. So I edited it in-game, saved it using the structure block in the game, so that the next time that we generate a world, any of those shops would generate with those actual items already in there, and I don't have to do it manually every single time. Especially if I'm going to distribute these fixes. If I go out and distribute these fixes, it'll be like, have to write a note like, these items aren't in the game. And you'll have to go in and manually add them, and this is how you do it. But instead, now that I have a pre-made structure that's already there, I don't have to do that anymore, since I fixed it for everything, for everywhere now. And I don't have to manually do it every single time. Right, max IV fossil, when it's being done, will give me random all max IV Pokemon. Yep, that is correct. I don't know what the timer is on that. I didn't touch it. I assume it's not that long. I think it's less than an hour, but I don't know. It could be way more than that. Oh, shoot. I didn't watch that closely. I actually don't watch the Cobblemon streams that much. I kind of just have it on the second monitor while I'm working. So I don't know all the details. Or even the basics, to be honest. I've learned from reading the different files that are out there. But there is one special mod that I'm working for. This one's for Zhang, though. Because one, it's a simple enough. I guess it's not really a full mod, but it's going to be an add-on to a mod that we were using last time.
An idiot sandwich. Idiot sandwich what? An idiot sandwich.
Hey, what's going on, Chef? How you doing? How you been? I'm not. I'm being a true war criminal today. This might even offend you. I'm making Netherlands food, Dutch food, and their national dish. So extremely offending to them at this point. Don't know how well it's gonna go though. No, I think 100 gold is perfect because it's less a time. It's more of a time. Maybe not 100, but maybe less. Because like this, you're saying you can change any Pokemons, right? If it was RNG involved, maybe. But this is 100% guaranteed any Pokemon. You know what I mean? So that's why I have it at that stage. Plus, it depends on how much gold you got in the economy. You can still buy like single ability caps. Those are still available, But 100 might be a little extreme. Just a smidge, but not off by much. It would have to be whatever the regular bottle caps is times 6. So technically you get a discount for the 100. I should have used a bigger pot. When are you going to make some Norwegian food? Is it on the wheel? Let me check. I will tell you that it's most likely not going to be anytime soon because this actually might be my last stream for at least a good amount of time. It'll be a couple weeks before I get back and settled in to my new apartment. So it will be a long time, especially the way that this wheel looks right now here. If you've never seen this wheel, if you haven't seen it in a while, this is what the wheel looks like. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. We got Tony's Pizza taking probably about, I would say like 25%, maybe a little more than 25% of the wheel. And then we got Turkey taking close to about 25 as well. And then there's a little bit of everything else. Let's see. Do we have... Sweden on here? It doesn't look like we do. If we would like to add Sweden, you gotta save some points and put it up there, man. It's a democracy. We're almost there, though. Look for the house tour. The house tour will be like 2 seconds, my dude. I didn't ask you to put Norwegian. Get on to U-turn 100% American. What? I didn't ask you to put Norwegian. Get to U-turn 100% American. What? What? I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, you didn't ask me to put Norwegia on there, so I only make what's on the wheel. And everyone has an opportunity to put something on the wheel. You got to save a few points, and then we get it on there. It's not quite there, though. Look, it's going to be a while just because, well, unless you get lucky. That 1 week that it landed on Antarctica, or not Antarctica. It was a African country. I don't remember exactly what it was. But it didn't land on, it landed on it. It was a super small sliver and it still managed to land on it somehow. That was tough. But hey, there's always a chance. There's always a chance. Where was I gonna make? Oh, the kale. I gotta remember how to make What I gotta do with this kale? Bro, why did my mouse turn super slow DPI? There we go. Okay. With the kale, oh, I need some garlic. Come on. There we go. I did say you were going to put down the wheel, but you lied, so I'm going to do to you what America did to Japan, Hiroshima. Holy moly. Oh, you did. I do recall you saying that to put it on there. I swear. It's hard to read. Maybe it is in here somewhere. Or maybe I put it on the wrong wheel. All right, just for that, you get 2. We'll give you 2 points for that. Norwegia. That's what we're gonna call it. And you get 2 points. Wait, Norway is on there. I'm just blind. It's right there. It's actually a pretty good size. Wait, is Norwegia and Norway the same? It's the same, right? Okay, okay. It's on the list though. It's actually a decent size. I didn't just add it. It's huge. It's huge. And what I did to your mom last night. Like you showed her a good time at dinner. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was just saying she just had surgery. She just had a colonoscopy. Thank you for treating her to dinner last night. I appreciate it. She needed it. Such a gentleman, chef. Such a gentleman. And a scholar. Yeah, I don't know when the next time I will be streaming. I don't think I'm going to stream next Monday because I think that's the day I fly out. I don't remember. And this Friday. Wait, no, I fly out before that. What is next Monday? Will I be gone by this point? Next Monday's the 15th. So, yeah, I'm definitely not streaming that day. But Friday maybe. We'll see Friday. But not next Monday. So, Munchie Mondays will be postponed until I get back. Maybe. Probably, more than likely. But I'll try my best to make sure that I do something. I last Friday went through and tested out my IRL gear, and it lags a decent amount, but it's usable if I'm outside standing still. You stuffed her muffin, if you understand what I mean. Oh, you gave her a nice blueberry muffin? Thank you. That's her favorite. Appreciate it. Thank you for the itty bitties. What do I do? Bunch of kale stemmed and chopped into 1/2-inch pieces. 12 ounces. Get some kale. Don't like kale. I really don't. I tried really hard to like kale, but it really just ain't for me. I mess with arugula, but kale, not so much. My brother used to make frickin' chicken kale smoothies. And that scarred me for life, really. Now every time I think of kale, that's what I think of. Nasty, goopy chicken blended with a spritz of lime in it. And a smidge of kale. Is that enough? That's a lot of potatoes. I don't know if this is enough. Maybe a little bunch more.
How much of your brain cell is left? I think the last branch you have it trying to kill itself just escape.
Where do you come up with these? That's a pretty good one. I like it. How much of your brain cell is left? My last brain cell that I have, probably like 25%. If I had to guess, it's probably at like 25% left. After all the drinking and banging my head as a kid, getting dropped at the swings, car accidents, motorcycle accidents. After all that, I'd say I have maybe like 1/4 of a brain cell left. Sometimes I borrow it from people though. Not gonna lie, it's minus right now. Yeah, it can definitely get detrimental. Green onions. Oh, it's garnish. Okay. Boiled the potato. Cook onion, stirring, translucent, add garlic, 30 seconds, raise medium, add kale. Okay, got it. Wrong one. Look, I'm trying to make sure that the one brain cell, well, 1/4 of a brain cell, at least stays up and gets a little bit of hydration. At least it can party. It has fun. All right. While the pan thing is warming up, I'm going to start trying to make some of this oliebollen. Some donuts. How do you make this thing? I gotta get some yeast. And I'm not talking about the infection kind. I need some warm milk. Crap, I don't have warm milk. I only have cold milk. Is it bad to put milk in the microwave? Oh, I should have measured it. How much milk do I need? 1 cup. 1 cup lukewarm milk. I got some flakes in here. I don't even like milk. This milk tastes kind of bad. It's supposed to be, it goes bad on September 17th. It's not even close, but it does not taste good. Ah. All right, time to warm this milk up. Please don't explode on me. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Raisins, 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Key. Hopefully this milk is not all curled up. Curdled. That's the word. Lukewarm milk it is. Need 10 minutes. How much yeast do I have to throw in this thing? Yeast. 1/2 ounce. How much is 1/2 ounce? I have a scale somewhere. Here we go. See, this is one of the things that I really have been trying to work on is becoming a baker. I know donuts aren't necessarily baked, but the science of it is what I got to be more patient with. 0.5? 0.7. Well, a little bit high, but maybe I get some yeasty donuts. Let that bubble up. What Dutch food you making? I'm making Stamppot and Oliebollen. Are you familiar? Are you Dutch? If you're Dutch, I'm so sorry. Because I am going to, 1, destroy pronunciation. 2, I will disappoint your ancestors. I think. So, please look away as I destroy your culture, I guess. I'm not gonna do a good job on this. I'm horrible at cooking. I just want to try different things. And, you know, maybe I'm like, oh my gosh, it tastes fantastic. And then want to go and travel and try it for myself how the way it's supposed to look. It's get me curious. Let's go. Look, I need that positive affirmation. Chef's in here, over here, knocking me down a few pegs every day. Right now, I'm getting the dough for the Oliebollen together, at least trying to. Break up compressed yeast, stir into warm milk, let it stand for a few minutes. Sift salt and flour into a large bowl. Okay, I need 2 1/4 cup flour. How you doing, though? How you doing, Tannerine? Are you familiar with the Dutch foods? Usually there's a buddy of mine, Senor Mozzarella, he comes in, and he's Dutch, but he's not in here today. He's probably been going around at school, which I understand. But now I don't have anybody to guide me through this and tell me if I'm doing right or wrong. I didn't realize how much sifting flour actually makes a difference. It makes it so much smoother. One. Yeah, I suck at baking, so I'm hoping this goes somewhat right. If not, I'll just drench it in more freaking powdered sugar. Just like the American way. If it doesn't taste good, just drown it in sugar. Or diabetes. 2 and then a quarter. I haven't had a donut in a super long time too, so if it tastes anything close to a donut or better. The one thing I do hate about donuts is in America they do freaking so much frosting on every single donut. This one doesn't look like it has too much on it, so I'm looking forward to it not being overly sweet, which is like the greatest compliment you can give to for a dessert. If it's not overly sweet, it's fantastic. Stir in yeast and egg until smooth. Stir in currants. I don't know what a currant is. I have raisins. Okay, so I need 1 egg. I added the salt. I'm gonna let this yeast bloom a little longer because it does not look like it's blooming at all. Is that really it? Okay. Good enough. Oh, this pan is probably very, very hot now. I got distracted. It's probably really hot. Yeah, understatement. It is very hot. I'm gonna let that pan cool down a bit before I throw stuff on it before it burns to death. It's getting hot, I swear. I went for a nice walk to the gas station around the corner before I got in. And now I'm sweating. Oh, the sausage. Yeah. Sadly, we don't really have access to the actual sausage they use. What is the sausage called? Dutch Rookwurst? We do not have that here, unfortunately. At least I couldn't find any. I wanted to go to the international market this week, but as I was walking outside with my bike, I was like, what is that noise I'm hearing? And it was like a noise. It was a freaking flat tire. I had a flat tire. So I couldn't make it to the international market, so I had to use what I have. I ended up walking to a couple stores that I used to always do anyways, but the point is getting like a good electric bike is being able to use it to go further than I can. I almost died walking last week. I was super out of breath on the way back. Ended up getting some Vietnamese food on the way too, though, at least. Found some really, really good pate chaat, which is like a bun. I would say it's almost like a beef Wellington, but with a pork filling instead of like a whole beef loin in it, which is awesome. Because I like the pork filling that they had for it. It was actually really nice. Because it's a pork filling, almost like a dumpling filling, with pate surrounding it. Because like in a beef Wellington, they typically use a mushroom. I'm just going to call it pate. I don't know what it's actually called. But they use like a mushroom spread. Yeah, that's a good word, spread. But in this case, they use pate instead. And it actually tastes really good. And then they wrap it around in a, what do you call it? Puff pastry. And it actually tastes really, really good. It's one of the places my friend recommended a long time ago that I just haven't gotten around to trying out. And now I learned my lesson. I should have tried it out a long time ago because it's actually really good. I haven't tried their pho though because I'm still looking for like a pho spot, like the best pho spot in Vegas. Still haven't found that. I've only found like overhyped places that are like meh at most. But there is a 24-hour pho spot that my cousin keeps telling me to go try, that he tries every time he's here, and he says it's good. But the best thing about it, it is 24 hours. You can go there whenever, so I'll try it out one of these days. When I get back, I'll try it when I get back. But pho is like not my favorite. It is not my favorite noodle dish. I say this all the time, but it's really not. Pho is number 2. Number 2 on my list of Southeast Asian noodles. First is khao piek. Second is, oh, actually, oh, it is number 2. Khao piek, and then pho, and then kapun. Out of the 3 Laos noodle dishes, that's my ranking. Oh, my garlic's gonna get burnt now. Crap. That was an accident. I was supposed to put the shallots in, not the garlic. Whoops. That garlic's gonna burn now. Let that get nice and translucenty. I'm sure there were other things that I could be making with this, but I didn't want to like do too much, you know. I've been taking a very long time with some of these recipes, so trying to also not like flood my fridge with stuff before I make my moves, because otherwise it's gonna be sitting in there and might go bad. I swear it said I needed some butter. Oh, that's for the other. How much butter do I need for the Stamppot? I have milk, 2 tablespoons. How much is 2 tablespoons? Like that much? Okay, okay. Only 1 stick. Good enough. All right. This is a good time to get a nice drink going. Well, as long as my shallots don't burn. Yeah, this whole weekend I've been drinking like whiskey on the rocks, with nothing to chase. Had to change that. Doom, doom. Nothing beats a highball on a hot day. I'm also trying to get rid of everything in my fridge before I go. It's kind of working. I literally have just condiments, some pickles, and like 3 different things, and then like some more random spices that I froze. I'm doing a good job like min-maxing how much stuff I need to survive for the next week so that I don't waste anything. So I'm a survivalist and a maximalist. It's working. It's working. Oh, I forgot. Ginger ale. Bang. Cheers. Love me some ginger ale. Okay, before this stuff burns. Nice and translucency. Probably a better way to do this, but I'm done. That quarter of a brain cell working overtime. All right, what else do I need to throw in here? With a lid, two tablespoons olive oil, did that. Onion cook while you shallots was good enough. 6 minutes into translucent. Add garlic, 30 seconds. Raise to medium heat. Add kale, quarter cup water, half teaspoon vinegar. Quarter cup water. And then half a teaspoon of vinegar. You know what? Don't I got like apple cider vinegar somewhere around here? I feel like I did at some point. Maybe I used it all. Trying to get fancy. Just use what I have. There we go. Then cover 2-3 minutes for the kale to wilt. Remove and move, cover, cook, stir in every 4 minutes. Kale tender. Sprinkle with a pinch of salt. Grind a few black pepper, and then mix with the mashed potatoes and smash. Crank. I do have a cover for this somewhere. Boom. Fancy. Investing in like good pots and pans when you move is always a great idea. You can never go wrong with it, because like you don't want to sit here with busted pots the whole time. You ain't cooking, especially if you cook every day like I do. I'm not good at it, but I definitely cook every day. Even if it's just like a simple sauce that I have to throw together, I will cook. Though it sucks because like I don't like to waste water. I'm running the dishwasher too often sometimes. I run like twice a week. I try to, at least. I try to limit it. I overstuff my my dishwasher all the time. I don't think that yeast bloomed at all. That sucks. Okay, it did something, I guess. Just not enough of something. It did stuff. All right, let's do this. 1 egg. I'm sure the egg itself was supposed to be warm, but I think the only people in the world who don't put their eggs, or who put their eggs in the fridge, are freaking Americans. So it probably would have been safe. Well, granted, we also wash the special kind of coating the eggs typically has on it, where no one else does, but we do. Okay, I have 1 pack of raisins. Not much. I'm just gonna throw some cranberries in here just because I have them. Cranberries. Oh, I don't have much left in here either. You know what? It all can go in. They're basically all grapes. Okay, and then we mix with the yeast. The yeasty waters. Let's move this side. I don't have enough room to work around with here. Slowly work it in. Learn my lesson. You can't just dump it all in at once. It won't mix well. I should have watched a video so I know exactly what it looks like. Been too busy trying to create mods instead of preparing for Munchie Mondays. I can get in there with my hands now. Hopefully I didn't add too much like filling stuff to it because I wanted to hold its shape well. It's all sticky. It's becoming dough-like though. I think donuts tend to be like a little bit more loose. But it's not all mushy at least. Should I spin the wheel this week or wait till I get back and get settled in before I spin the wheel? Because when I get back, I need some time to relax and stuff. I don't want to have to think about like, oh, I need this, I need that before I get back into the swing of things, you know? Also the surprise. The noise, so delicious sounding. I'm sure I should have put in more milk earlier, but it's starting to work out. I don't know if this is right anymore. Maybe I should have used the stand mixer. Probably should have, now that I think about it. The squishy method. Well, I think that's the best it's gonna get for now. You're gonna let it sit for like, you know, an hour-ish, hopefully. Have to keep it in a warm place. I'm sure in this weather, it's warm here. Also, let me take this shirt off. It's getting hot. Whew. All right. You sit there for like an hour-ish. Where's my saran wrap? There we go. I need to get one of those big saran wraps that they got at the restaurants where they just go, they pull it out and they're whoosh. I need to get one of those. Yee. Potatoes, potatoing. What about these? These wilting. Now might be a good time to grab some seasonings on there. Saltinis. Okay. Black pepper. I love black pepper, so I got, you know, put a little bit extra in there just for the oomph to it. I'm Leo, so we like our spiciness, and then black pepper gives no spiciness, so I gotta put some extra. Just because it's a pepper. And it's disappointing the rest of the world for not being spicy, the rest of the peppers. Okay, kale is almost cooked. What else I gotta do here? While that sits and waits. Oh, I gotta do. Get my potato masher out. Life-saving potato mashies. And my frying pot thingy-majiggy. Do I have enough oil for this? I'm gonna say yes. I lied, I'm gonna say no. I don't have enough oil for this. What the heck? What other kind of oils do I have in here? I have mustard oil. I don't think mustard oil is going to be good for that. Sesame oil. That's also not going to be good for that. I guess the only other option I have is using olive oil. It's fine. I think that'd be enough. Alright, I think this is cooked up. Okay, and then now we do the potato mashing. Whoa. I gotta save some of this water apparently, so. Need to get the little imprinty thing. Nice and hot. That way the butter will melt in it easily. How Asians bear eating potatoes. They rice it. Oh, it's actually working really nicely this time. Usually, like, it'll stick to the little thing and pull it up, and then have to readjust it. So annoying. This is working out fabulously. Oh! I got squirted on. Probably gonna use like half these potatoes because I really could have just bought one big potato versus two big potatoes. Sometimes I don't think. Sometimes I think the bigger the better, actually. I think too much about it. You know what? It might just work. It might just work. What else am I gonna do with this? It's just, another day where I don't have to cook rice or make noodles. Just eat potatoes. Potato is one of the most versatile foods out there. You mash them, bash them, stick them in a stew. I think the words are probably not it, but English isn't my first language, so that's my excuse. Couple more pieces in here. Bang, now it's just potato water. Fantastic sounding. Voila. Some nice smashy potatoes. Butter go in. Got rid of EV booster items for trade. EV booster items? No, you can buy them. They're right next to the capsules and stuff. And they can also be made. I don't know if they'll be made, but that'd be kind of cool. Then add mixture to potatoes and stir. Okay. Adding mixture to potatoes. Maybe I overcooked the kale a little bit. Because all the ones I've seen, they actually have like green looking kale. I figured it's supposed to be like cooked all the way through and tender. And you didn't want the crunch in it, but maybe it's not. Melt, butter, melt. Oh, I'm stupid. I wasn't supposed to wash this. You know what? I lost all the flavors. I lost all the flavors, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Ah, crap. I messed up. All the flavors of the scallions and the onions and the garlics gone. Divide the kale and potato mash between 4 or 5 bowls. Arrange sausage on top. Drizzle a teaspoon of olive oil per bowl. Sprinkle. Where does the milk come in? Oh, I see. I see. That's why they called it a potato mixture before. A little bit of milk for now. Do I want creamier or thicky thick? I like mine thicky thick. Sausages. potato water. There we go, nice and creamy. Bacon in this would be crazy. That's my American coming out. A little bit of taste. It doesn't taste like regular mashed potatoes. I will give it that. I thought it was just gonna be like mashed potatoes, but it, like the scallions and the kale, it makes a difference. Actually, doesn't taste like mashed potatoes. I'm down for it. Pleasantly surprised. And then I know what kielbasa tastes like, so not many surprises there. I can see that going well together. I wish I had the Dutch rockwurst though. One thing I'm surprised is no gravy on this. I feel like most like European countries would add some type of gravy, which I don't mind. I am actually, personally, I prefer gravy on my potatoes, but you know, it's not really for everybody. Everybody got their own preferences. I prefer gravy on mine. Like even those jar gravies, oh my gosh. The ones with the bits of meat still in there go hard. And I will not lie to you, sometimes that goes harder than regular gravy or homemade gravy. It definitely tastes better than the packaged gravies. Like the gravies that come in either like a spice container or little packets. Those ones are the worst. They make the worst gravy. They're convenient, but it never turns out right. Like the ratio that they tell you and like the amount of water, it's never thick enough. Either it's never thick enough or it's too thick. Getting that ratio right is never easy. And then even if you get it right, it just don't taste right. Whenever I make it, I always add a little bit of bouillon and a little bit of soy sauce to give it some umamis. But that's just me. Delicioso. There you go. I should have cut them flat, because now they're like curling. And I don't want it to do that. I want it to be pretty, which is not happening, but it will be fine. do I finish off the rest of this drink? Actually, let me do these dishes real quick. That way I don't have to worry about much tomorrow or later on today. I gotta make sure that I pack before I finish packing for moving. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like running around with no clothes. I guess I still have some clothes back in Wisconsin. And that's where most of my winter clothes is too. But, when I tried to do that IRL stream to go shopping last Friday, that was hugely disappointing. At first, I went to that mall one time and I thought it was gonna be like a semi-decent mall because I saw they had a big round one. Their round one did look kind of nice. But I couldn't go in there this time because apparently kids were getting arrested while I was there. It was like freaking helicopters, cop car, like 8 cop cars were there for some little kids. That I did not understand. Oh, this is, yeah, they about to get burnt. It was 2 little kids. They had helicopters, cop cars, out the wazoo. Granted, it's like an average day for them though. They didn't really have like too many people there. So I didn't really go to the round one. But the big thing is that that I went there for. I was gonna go there for shopping. One, they didn't have any of the shops that I wanted to shop at. 2, the shops that they did have were like the most generic shop names I've ever seen. Like, I understand like vintage shops and stuff like that, but they at least have like unique names and they actually look cool and they don't look generic looking. At least they put in some effort. When I went up in there, they had stores called like Shoe. Like, what? At least I know what they selling, but it legitimately was like the most generic mall stores I've ever seen. I remember people saying that malls are dying. I can see, and it definitely is dying. There were shops in there where it's like a bunch of people. There was like a lingerie store, like you would see like a Victoria's Secret or something, right? And it was just called lingerie. Like, what? Why would you want to go to a mall like that full of generic stuff? Like, it didn't make 0 sense. They had 4 stars in GTA. That's true. That's true. That's crazy. That's a good analogy. They definitely had, they basically made it seem like they had 4 stars on GTA, bro. I was just rolling around when I was at the park, and I saw it. I was like, yo, that's pretty close to the mall. What are they doing over there, you know? Maybe they got like a fair or something. And then when I get over there, there were like 6 squad cars just outside. They weren't even doing anything. They were just outside chilling. The helicopter was rolling around back and forth up top. And it's not like it was a big deal because like the mall itself was still open. They wasn't stopping nobody. They wasn't doing nothing. They weren't blocking things off. So it wasn't even dangerous or nothing like that. It still seemed like a normal day. And then as I was leaving, I saw 2 little kids with their hands tied behind their back on the way out with like 4 cops surrounding them. So it's not like it was like a shootout or whatnot. It could have just been some kids freaking stealing something, but they decided to call all the cops in the whole freaking city over there. That I don't understand. Like, really? The 2 people? For 2 little kids, it took all of these resources. It was unbelievable. I should have checked the news that day. I really should have checked the news that day because I didn't get to see what was going on. Something must have been going on. They must have been like slanging rocks or something because I swear There should not have been that much police presence there. It had to have been like a freaking, whatchamacallit, a drug bust. My bad. I know. I realized it after I started stream that I didn't message you guys. That was my fault. I was in a meeting right before I started stream, and then I had like 5 minutes to go get some drinks from the gas station, and I didn't text you guys. I apologize. What's good though? How you doing? How's the baby? How's the Monday? You get off at 5, forgot to come in when you got home? Oof. Bro, I have been pretty busy, okay? Pretty busy. I'm sorry. Like, my bike, both my bikes have flat tires. Like, it hasn't been a good week. It hasn't been a good week. I almost died on the weekend because I was getting heat stroked and things like that, you know. It hasn't been fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Halfway there. Yee. I see. Hopefully you rags will come out for the gender. Would you planning to do anything crazy for the gender reveal besides karaoke and going to the restaurant? You're gonna do like a baby popping out of a balloon or starting a wildfire or something like that? You gonna plan out some baby games to do? Is it rising? I don't think it's rising. This is gonna be a very scuffed donut. But it is what it is. B's planning the whole thing? Oh! Okay, B's a good planner. I have faith in B. She gonna have all the games. She gonna have all the top activities popping. I have faith. I have faith. Ugh. Wait, did I put alcohol in that? I don't think I put alcohol in that. Because it doesn't taste like I put alcohol in it. Yeah, I did not. I just want to get this month over with. I'm fed up. Once I come back, that's when I start doing real work and stuff. I might actually feel motivated after that, but like moving just got me all stressed and combobbled. Karaoke. I can't sing. Is there a lot of people? From the Facebook post thingy, it doesn't seem like you added too many people, which I'm cool with. Nice and intimate. There ain't that many people. Whiskey. Let's see. I can start to heat up these donut batters. Nope, gender reveal is meant to be more personal. But Sydney's and then come for karaoke afterwards. Oh, that's what you do. That's what you meant. Okay. Yeah. I know nothing about these gender reveals and baby showers and like weddings. Bro, how many babies in my family, none of them married? You know what I mean? Like wedding rituals and stuff. My brother getting ready. He's talking about like us walking out to John Cena or The Rock. Which, you know, I'm down for. I'm all down for that. But I don't know how it's supposed to happen. Or how he's like planning on doing it. That WWE music, yup. That is what we're doing. I think that's kind of cool. I'm down for that. I don't got anything against it. I just don't know how it's going to fit in. Did I spin the wheel? I did not spin the wheel yet because I'm debating if I should spin it. Since next week, I don't remember exactly when my flight is, but it's either the day of or the day after that I'm like flying out. So I don't think I'm going to stream that day. So, fine. The wheel is kind of nasty. Thank you for reminding me, actually. You got to remind me next week. Remind me next week to make sure I get that. If you want anything Emsley, let me know next week because I may forget. I only have half a brain cell right now. Okay, we got the giant wheel. It's going to be like a month before I actually make this stuff. Unless I could find a way to do it. I do need to buy my mama a new stove. I was thinking about buying her a new stove while I'm down there. But, I don't know if I'll have enough money left over after moving. We'll see how that goes. But, okay, it is, Tony's Pizza Kitchen is huge by a ton. And then Turkey is actually quite big as well, with a smidge of Antarctica in between there. So, hopefully we can get it to work. Some of them live with there and still can't make that happen, so I don't expect much. They did buy the last one for her. It lasted about a year and then it died. I don't know how, but it did. I'm getting her electric stove this time. I don't care. She's getting an electric stove. Gas stoves just ain't working. Okay. It's crazy that this is so... Watch it land on it too. Look, if it lands on Tony's Pizza next week, maybe I do a stream next week. Just because it's on Tony's Pizza and I have to. Okay. Time to spin. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, go to Antarctica. Go to Antarctica. So the wheel broke. I don't know what it landed on. I don't know how to fix it. I'll be gone next week, so I can't do that. I'll see you guys in like a month. Okay? Yeah, it was sleepy. It was sleepy and oblivion. They got me the most subs I've ever had. The one day they kept going back and forth with Doctor. Because Doctor, that's why Turkey's quite big too. They were going back and forth with giving me subs for the to add it, and I can't believe it actually landed on it. That's insane. Okay, I guess we'll have a stream next week, and it'll be Tony's freaking Pizza. At least that one, I can probably guarantee you be under an hour. I'm down to do an easy one here and there. Just that's crazy. I can't because I thought it was at least gonna be like semi homemade pizza. It's not just a pizza. It's a Jack's pizza. Okay? That is the level of cooking that I will be doing. I've made homemade pizza before. I didn't do it really well, but at least I did it. This one, I gotta give the people what they want though. It's what they want. It's what they want. I can't deny them what they want. Maybe I'll call up like Hero in the Discord, and then he can give me advice and the steps to do it, so that I don't mess it up. That might be what I do. Okay. We'll see if I do that next week. We'll see. Because, like, it's my setup. That's the hard part. Maybe I do it from my phone, actually. But then I wouldn't have... It'd be hard to do with chat. Yeah, you know what? We'll just stream from my phone next Monday. It might be scuffed. But it's Tony's Pizza. What more can you expect? All right, let's get to cooking with this. This looks like oatmeal, and it does not look like dough. It's supposed to be dough, but it ain't. I definitely messed something up with it. You did not. I don't know what you clipped. I don't. Ooh. It's actually sticky and gummy. Hold on. Wait a second. I thought I messed it up, but after resting it, it's kind of decent. Okay, what am I watching? You tried oysters, Rockefeller? I have an idea what oyster is. That the one with the cheese on top? No, it's not the one with the cheese on top. I don't know. I probably have had it before though. It's baked. Oh, it is the one with the cheese on top. Okay, I've had that before. I stay away from that. But they have it at Maxie's? Ain't no way. Does it fill your cravings? I don't like that at all. When I eat oysters, I like to eat it raw. I don't like the stuff that they like put cheese, bake on it, or they put like a roux on there too, so it makes like a kind of a crust. I despise that. She says it's real good for Maxie's. Okay. Okay, we can try it. We'll try it. One thing is, Angela's recommendations are pretty good, I will admit. I finally went to that Vietnamese restaurant she told me to go to for the chaat pate. That is fire. It is fire. I had no idea what it was. But it's basically a beef Wellington, but with pork filling instead. Like a pork dumpling filling instead. It's really good though. That was good. And then I had their hip too, which I didn't like that much. It tastes okay. That not a huge fan of. The broth tasted really generic. It kind of just tasted like mushroom seasoning. Like I don't know if you've ever bought those, like, you know how like we got chicken bouillon, except there's like a mushroom version of it. That's all it tasted like. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But the chaat pate, fire. Oh, you had some Rockefeller's oyster. Is it because you was craving it and you was thinking about it, and then you can't eat the raw ones, so you was eating the cooked ones? I don't know. Like, to me, seafood and fish don't really mix well. Like, it's not my favorite. Cause like, I know everybody and they mama love like crab ragoon. Rags especially, that's like his favorite food. But I don't like that. Like even that, and that's like not even real fish or real seafood, real crab, whatnot. It's not my favorite. But if it's the only way you can have it, yeah. Steamed. I don't even like steamed oysters. And that's like close to, you know, its max freshness and whatnot. Not my favorite still. We should eat the raw ones, yeah. Crab ragoons do hit though. It ain't for me, okay? It ain't for me. I used to love it when Kulap used to come with it from Wong's Walk. She used to go to Wong's Walk because she had coupons, and then Walleye would take her. And they used to give a crap ton out. And I used to like it then. Used to eat it until I started having to make thousands and thousands of them every day. And then eating them. What I used to do is I'd make the crab ragoon and then I'd coat it in sugar. That was fantastic. Because basically it's a wonton with sugar on it. It's okay. Next January, you'll be able to eat it again. You'll be okay. Ooh, I should get a pan out to soak up these donutos. Here we go. How long these got to stay in there? 8 minutes. One time you had some where they crushed pineapples. Okay. When they add like pineapples, then I can be like, okay, maybe that was good. Because you know me, I love me my pineapple. I can get down with that. Ooh. Come on. Three balls at a time. That's all I can handle. Okay, not the cream cheese though. Cream cheese and pineapples? No. You can miss me with that. But I do like the idea of a nice little hint of sweetness. I do like that idea. They do put pineapple in it. And that's one reason I don't like it like that. Like even the ones that I made at Wong's Walk, they add pineapple to it. They add like a smidgen. A few crushed ones. I don't mind it when I like soak it in sweet and sour sauce. Then it's all right. But then now you're kind of past the point of it. Ah! These are shaped. Suspiciously. I might be able to actually form these. Hold on. At first I was like, it might be like too sticky, but I think I might be able to form these a bit. Okay, nope. It is too sticky for me. Maybe I can... Yeah, okay, I got one in there. One pretty one. Whew. I haven't had my craving for Chinese food in a long time, actually. It's been a few months. Usually I at least have like a strong craving for it once a month. I haven't had it in a couple months now that I think about it. Last time I had it was when I went to the Strip and I just ended up going to Panda Express. I'm happy for that because, you know, it's not good for you. Also, it's not really that good. There's so many other things to try. You haven't had Chinese food in a month neither? Good. Me neither. I did have a craving for sushi right when I got my permanent cap put in. I did go eat sushi that same day. All you can eat sushi too. It was still during lunchtime, so it was fairly cheap. But I filled my craving then, and I haven't needed to eat sushi in a long time. It's been almost a month. Okay, these chunky pieces are... I should have actually tried to form those ones because they do not look pretty. You hate that in the mornings you be hungry, but you barely want breakfast. Nothing good early in the morning. That's how I am in the morning nowadays. I used to hate eating breakfast. Like, straight up, I used to wake up, go to work, drink some tea, and I would be A-okay. I wake up at like 6 too. I go all through work and not be hungry till 2 o'clock. I would not eat for 8 straight hours. I can't do that anymore. Ever since I moved to working remote and having access to be able to like eat at any time of the day, like my mind isn't regulated like it used to be. I used to like that. That's probably how I stayed very skinny, because I ate like twice a day. But now I can't do that no more. You used to never got very, are you hungry? Coffee just don't cut it over. You still do? You be fasting that early? I can't do that, especially working from home, because I'm always like trying to fill the day with things, and then I see how like people get big. They're like, I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna just eat something, and they eat, and that's how they get big. And that's how I'm getting big myself, okay? I've tried to cut down on that a little bit. I'm trying to get back to my old eat basically once during work and be at 2 o'clock. But now that I kind of work a weird time, I wake up at like 5, 2 o'clock Wisconsin time is like 10 hours away now, so. The wife doesn't pack you lunch, get out of here. Can't starve the baby. Yes you can. Yes you can. You can then put that baby on one of them commercials. You can feed a kid for $2 a day. That's wild. I can't get used to it. I did get used to it. I used to hate eating breakfast. Like, I don't know why. Eating breakfast or eating food before like 12 o'clock used to make me feel sick or nauseous. Or at least like bad. Now, when I do have those hungers and I do eat before like noon, I get tired. I get real tired. I catch the itis instantly. And then I just don't work the rest of the day. But you know, that's beside the point. Working is overrated anyways. You actually have an appetite. But no cravings. You have an appetite but no cravings? Remember last time you were saying that you really don't got cravings like that. I feel like these look overcooked. They said 8 minutes, but I feel like, well, it's been like 7, so. Maybe it's on too high. Craving oysters, got oyster Rockefellers. Good enough. I don't know how, because like to me those two flavors are completely different. I guess it's just the mental thought of eating oysters. It smells like donuts. It's got to be good, right? Do you like sourdough bread, dildo bread, or garlic bread? That's speaking to an American. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a bread connoisseur. I'm actually a basic B. I prefer white bread over all of those. But if I had to choose, I don't even like garlic bread like that. You know, people eat garlic bread with pizza. I don't even like that. I'll do sourdough. I'll do sourdough. Of all of them, it's the one I'm least offended by. Garlic bread is okay, but it's not like, oh, I'm eating pizza, I need to get some garlic breads to go with it, garlic sticks to go with it or something. Unless they are the crazy sticks from Little Caesars. If they're the crazy sticks from Little Caesars, then they go hard. Those aren't breadsticks, though. Those are crack sticks. They put something in there, make them super good with a little bit of marinara sauce in it. Got them? What? What? You're at my dyslexia show? What are you talking about? Are you talking about sourdough bread, dildo bread, or garlic bread? That's exactly what he said! I knew that looked weird. I knew it looked weird. I knew it. I knew it. But yes, my dyslexia kicked in there. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's donutty. I felt that's hot. That's hot. Never mind. I'm not gonna pick it up just yet. It's like dark on the inside though. It's doughy. Look, it looks like donut. Stop. It looks like a donut. If it would focus. It has no sugar in it. So it tastes like a non-sweet donut. Yes, it is raisins in it. It is a Dutch Oliebollen. No thanks. I didn't have enough raisins, so I put cranberries in too. You know, because it's basically the same thing, you know. But it's not bad. And this is supposed to have sugar all over it. That was just my test ones, because they were kind of ugly. Those ones are just my test subjects. These somewhat prettier ones, I'll put a little more effort into it. Still, you probably won't like it because it has raisins in it anyways. There's like nothing else really in it either. It has the donut texture without the sweetness. Yeah. It's almost spot on. Like a donut. Imagine a donut without any sugar in it. That's exactly what it tastes like. It's like you still taste a little bit of oil in it. Yeah. Not bad. But while that is getting frying up, I guess I can make a plate. This is the Stamppot. It is basically mashed potatoes with kale in it. Essentially. Trying to make it like the pictures. They have like a log of it in the middle. And they put the sausages on top. I couldn't find any Dutch rockwurst. So they said kielbasa is a solid substitute for it. So that's what I'm going with. See if I can make this somewhat appetizing. I don't have any green onions to throw on top. Bang, bang. Hold on, I gotta take a piss. The alcohol's getting to me. BRB. Know it, baby. You know it. That tall, dad, bod, build, like that's my type. That's my type. Love that shit. There's a second ladder. Oh yeah, behind the water fountain. Okay. I don't think your pee and your little juniors are stored in the same place. I think there's a thing called a vas deferens that separates the two. One comes from the bladder, one comes from your testicles. I think that's how that works. I'm not a doctor though. You're a doctor, so you gotta get it. Whoop. Okay, I think I got him. I kind of cheesed it, I guess. Like, I halfway cheesed it, but it's his fault. He kept falling off the bed. It's not my fault. No! I talked shit. I should have talked shit. He was one hit away. Fucking hey. I didn't burn the place down. Thank goodness. Let me find a plate for these donuts. I'll put my towel. Oh. I feel like this is done. I don't think it needs that long. Balls. I may have made these balls too big, but who doesn't like a big ball of dough? Let's get this out the way. It's hot. Get a bowl. I need a sieve. There we go. We'll put a couple balls in here. 2 should be fine, I think. So I'm not going to eat it all. I probably won't. And then some confectioner's sugar. It's probably going to need a lot of sugar, to be honest. It's not sifting. How do they do it? They go like, pa, 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 pa. They're not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bang! There's the meal, okay? Simple. The national dish of the Netherlands. Stamppot. Sausage, mashed potatoes with some kale in it. Shallots. Garlic. Pretty much it. And then some Oliebollen. Basically some donut balls with confectioner sugar on top. Spoon, spoon, spoon. That looks too sweet for you. See, I extra loaded it with the powdered sugar because the dough itself is not sweet whatsoever. So I feel like I needed to balance it out with the sugar on top. But we'll start with the Stamppot. With some sausage in there, some kale, and mashed potatoes. Ooh. Usually it's like greener. I may have overcooked it. Oh, you can't go wrong with that. The kale, like, I can't even taste. Well, it does have like a nice flavor to it. It's not all potato. So it has like, you're eating greens in between, which I think is pretty good. Like, potato is good, but like too much potato is eh. But it's a nice balance, I think. I like it. I like it. I think it's like a a dish that you just like a comfort food. Like if you're making like baked chicken for the day kind of thing. It's pretty much that, like that. Simple, easy to make, covers all your food categories. Not bad. It's a national dish for a reason. Doesn't knock my socks off, because my socks are still on, but still pretty good. And then we do the dough ball. Okay, it's still hot. It's still very, very hot. Oh. I'm surprised I got the texture right. It's very hot. Okay, this one could have cooked a little bit longer. But the texture is right. It's like a donut. Not bad. Like, the raisins and the cranberries that I put inside make up for the fact that it's not sweet. And then the sugar on top kind of like balances it out. So it's pretty good, actually. I don't think it's going to be good not fresh, though. I think the freshness is what's holding it up really high right now. This man said it looks too sweet for him. Maybe you should dip it in some chocolate. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I think it's a good balance. I think like maybe like a little bit of sugar inside the dough would make it a little bit better, but you know, that's just the American talking. That's just the American talking. I think it's fine. It's definitely not too sweet for sure. I like it. I know people don't like raisins, but I don't mind it. I think it helps with making sure that it's not too sweet by adding a hint of sweetness on the inside while the sugar carries the outside. You're saying if you still had your sweet tooth. This guy. Yeah, I like raisins too. Kind of. Or at least I don't hate them. I had one pack left and one like pack of cranberries left, so it worked out perfectly. Used the rest of that. That cabinet's almost all gone. I'm basically done packing. Not really. The biggest part is going to be my bedroom. Even though it doesn't look like there's much in there. My desk is a pain to take down and move. That's going to take a long time. I think my clothes is not that bad. I should have ordered more stuff from Amazon to use as my, for like moving boxes. I'm going to look crazy moving into my other apartment with a bunch of bags. Just a bunch of bags. No boxes. Just garbage bags. I'm too broke to go and buy moving boxes. Like, what do you do with those boxes when you're done with them? You're going to throw them out anyway. So might as well use what you have. I already have garbage bags that's going to be thrown out anyway. So, you know, they serve their purpose. I'm trying to eat it so it doesn't, like, once it get hard, I feel like it's gonna get hard. But it's really solid. Not a bad choice, Oblivion. Not a bad choice. Even though it's basically very similar food to what we made for America. Well, similar as in it's still mashed potatoes in it. Can't escape the mashed potatoes. Everybody eats mashed potatoes. But now I'm gonna have friggin' confectioner sugar, powdered sugar everywhere. And it's kinda healthy. It has kale in it. I swear something's happened to the fad, the kale fad. Whatever happened to that? They used to try to stuff kale and everything. It fell off. Now everybody's into matcha. I wonder what's the next popular thing gonna be. Learn to healthy. I feel that. It tastes good though, because I fried it in shallots and garlic, and it like super absorbed it, which is weird because I feel like kale is one of the most fibrous leafy greens, and it like doesn't like to change, but it soaked up a lot of the flavors. And shallot oil, shallot anything with garlic in it, fantastic, and it kind of absorbed that flavor. So it doesn't really even taste like kale anymore. If anything, I taste the sausage, like the sausage fat in the mashed potatoes a lot more for some reason. Maybe it's just me. And I like that. More meat flavor. Maybe it's the whiskey enhancing it. All right. So what we got next week? Jack's Pizza. What pizza do we get? What brand should we get? Do we go fancy and bougie and go DiGiorno? Do we go broke? Go with Jack's? Or the ones you would get when it goes on sale? Red Baron? Or Tombstone? What would be the best? DiGiorno or Red Baron? Okay. The man has spoken. Red Baron. I swear Red Baron was like not as good as DiGiorno, not as cheap, or not as expensive as DiGiorno, but not as cheap as Tombstone. And it would be the one you would get if it was on sale to be the price of Jack's Pizza. Also, it was one of the only ones in a box. Because like Tombstone and Jack's was just wrapped in plastic wrap. And then it was like DiGiorno and Red Baron that actually came in a box. So, I guess that's what we're making next week. Look forward to it, guys. Look forward to it. It would be a quite easy one. Actually, my favorite. Oh my gosh, which branch? It's probably Red Baron, Red Baron, Red Baron, Red Baron. I can't see the pole. Wait, why can't I open it? Oh. Well, you guys can vote on that. I can't vote. I forget I can't vote because I'm not a viewer. I hate powdered sugar. It's so messy. Turn off this fan. It's Red Baron. You hate snow too? I know, bro. We're about to be there when it's cold. I've been told it's cold down there right now. So, I may actually have to bring a jacket. Like, I'm so used. I literally walked outside. It was 90 degrees. As you can see, I'm like sweating still. Like, bro, I'm still turning on the AC at night. And they over there saying it's cold. I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready for it. All right. What are the results? I can't see the results. Is it Tombstone? It was 50-50 DiGiorno, and you spelled DiGiorno wrong. But it's 50-50 DiGiorno Red Baron. All right. It's 50-50. I'll do both. You know what? I'll do both and compare the two since I will have time to kill. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. I can't eat 2 whole pieces of myself. That's super Big Mac tendencies. This powdered sugar is making my arm feel sticky and I don't like this. I'm going to slam this. Cheers. Finish the rest of my meal. See, it wasn't a long one today. Just, it's casual, 2.5 hours. It was good enough. I think it was good enough. I'm trying to, find some room in my fridge for other things. So, appreciate y'all coming through. It is time to take a shower because the stickiness I do not like. I will see you guys next probably week. Maybe we'll see how I feel on Friday. I'll let you guys know otherwise. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank ya. Tony's Pizzas next week. Spread the word. Bye.